You know where the messages are coming from. I'd like to show you the functionality of the inbox slash the other navigation points right here on the left side. So first of all, let's have a look. I just have plenty of messages in here right now. Most of that stuff is coming from partner profile. You just saw the messaging with that picture, and the rest is just some playing around I did earlier. So that is basically the timeline or the messages, how you see them. You have headlines right here, and all the messages that don't have a headline belong to the headline above, right? So if you see that down here, this is one message block that is related to the meeting that was created, a test meeting. You also see the picture that I posted earlier on the World Computers profile. You see that right here. So let's start with that little buttons you see up here. The first thing is the star is the functionality to mark something as to do. So if you get a message through the system and you want to maybe get some things done that are related to that later on, you can set yourself a kind of reminder, so to say. You just go here and say, okay, event meeting created, which will be in your calendar anyway, but somebody says, okay, please bring paper and pencils. And you say, okay, read that message, mark as to do. That goes right here into the to-dos, right? So you can check this list from time to time, and it's a very fast way to clear your inbox, because you say, okay, this message is relevant, this is not relevant, this is relevant, not relevant. 90% of our email communication will be irrelevant or is irrelevant. So it's easier to have a clear inbox in this way. You just mark something as to do, scroll through, and the relevant stuff could be marked as to do, and the others, it's the next functionality. You just check it. Says, okay, nice picture, saw that, been there, done that, thank you. Now it's gone from your inbox, and it's gone into the archive. You see it right here. Right? So very easy to keep your inbox clean. Let's check it with that. So inbox is empty, but I got 5 to-dos. So here we have something to do, and the inbox is clean. Also very important, because you might think the system is broken otherwise. If you see your inbox, you just have one message, and you see that picture and you think, okay, let's check out the profile World Computers. If you click on here to visit that profile or that account, this action will remove this message from your inbox, like this. Okay, just visit it, and the message is just gone from your inbox. But if you want to edit, read the message again, just go back to archive. There you see that special sign. You just say, we just put it back to our inbox. So you see it right here. Okay, very important, because sometimes you might need the message again or something. You can move it into your inbox like this. You will see the same button in the profiles or in the, let's say, data sets. That's what we wanted to say. So you see that. So if you think you need to mark this as to do for yourself, or you want to see that message in your inbox again. So let's say when the partner was created, you just put it here, partner was created. Okay, so you see it in here again. So a very funny thing, but I don't know if you really need it. You can also mark things as you like it. Yeah, so that's just like everything. It's just a internal gaming, so to say. A little bit fun. So what we will do right now is reply, because what would messages be without replying to them? Let's say, and this is the magic button in the middle. What you see down here is that the followers of that partner profile, World Computers, and World Computers themselves will get this message. So be careful with that, because if you comment stuff right here, your partner might get it and you don't want him to read that. So again, you could attach a file. It's the same functionality wherever you write that message. So thanks for your picture. Fine. So what you see down here, if we go to the World Computers profile again, you see that this message will be in here as well. The reason is that every dataset has its own communication ID. So you could even write an email to a customer. If he replies, this message will be shown down here again as well. Sorry. So again, Odoo tries to makes the information show up at the spot where you really would need it. Okay. So you will get the message in your inbox, but it will be also saved below the World Computers profile. So what I mentioned 2 seconds ago is that World Computers will get these messages as well. This is because Odoo adds this customer as a follower of his own dataset automatically. You could remove it, or him, her, whatever. So they wouldn't get these messages anymore. This is just one solution. But the other thing is, which is switch on automatically, just show you really quick. You go to Settings, General, and you see that. This is a function which should make the communication between you and your customer easier. From my point of view, please deactivate it at the very beginning, because you might send messages to your partners you don't want them to read. Click Apply, and in this case it won't show up automatically if you create a new customer. So we are back in the inbox to show you the result of that. You just reply, and right now you could say if you want to send it to the partners, or you don't. Okay. You might ask yourself where the email editor is. So like from Outlook, for example. Odoo works a little bit different, let's put it that way. So as soon as you reply, you have a kind of button in the upper right. Yeah? If you click there, you can compose messages and send messages. A big problem from my point of view, you have no CC function, right? You don't have it here. So if you put in like 10 users that will get that message, everybody will get that message. I'm talking about emails right now, not internal auto users. They will receive the message, but they won't see that the other people were on CC, which is basically the function. So that they know they are informed as well. I hope they will solve that problem with the newer versions. Right now it's not possible. So, but if you click here, you have your subject, you have your recipients, and you have your email editor like you know it. Not as fancy as Outlook has it, for example, but it works pretty fine. You can attach files, and what's a complete new lecture, I will talk about that, is use email templates. Because you can freak out with design, put it in here, pretty easy. I just check it and change the name of the recipient. I guess you will have a lot of emails that are kind of routine. You write the stuff or write the same stuff, similar stuff from time to time. So just create a template. Watch out for a later lecture of that. Put it here, and you can just check it from the drop down, and the text will be shown and properly formatted with pictures how you like it. Up here you change the name and just say OK and go. So what might be confusing for you when you enter Odo is that you got basically two inboxes. It's a classic inbox and a To Me inbox. I have to be honest, I don't really get the meaning of that. I guess you have two inboxes because in this case you receive messages that are especially sent to you, private messages. Here you get a lot of system information, people you follow, etc., etc. So you have a special inbox for messages that are sent to you only. So the probability that there is something to do with that emails because it's sent especially to you might be higher. So there's a need of action, so to say, would be higher in this email inbox. But to be honest, I never used it before. Maybe you can find out if it makes sense to you. I just use the classic inbox and pretty much ignore that one.